Welcome students to your Information Technology and its application in business class. In today's class we are going to continue with spreadsheet assignments. In today's class we are going to start with spreadsheet assignment number 6. Now just like the previous assignments classes, what you have to do, you have to go through these assignments, solve the assignments, audio practice, and also you have to write these assignments with the solution steps in your practical lab file or assignment copy. So let us begin with spreadsheet assignment 6. Now in spreadsheet assignment 6, there are 6 questions that has to be solved. So let us start solving one by one. Number 1, it's saying use appropriate functions to display date and time in separate cells. So in order to display date and time, we have to use appropriate functions. We cannot simply write the date and time, right? So let us go and take up an Excel sheet. Here I have already prepared an Excel sheet with question number 1, date and time. Now how I will display the date and time using appropriate function, and that too into separate cells. So for separate cells I have taken one cell for date, another cell for time. So I'll click on a blank cell. Now just like the previous classes in which we have discussed that for using any formula or function in Excel, the basic requirement is an equal to sign. And the function that we are going to use for displaying the date is date. First bracket open. Now if I increase this zoom, it will not allow me to do that. If I have, let me zoom in. I'll type equal to date, bracket open. Now here, once I have opened the first bracket, you see below the syntax it is showing what it will take as its argument or input. First is the year. So here we can type 2020. Then for the next input or argument, we have to separate it by comma. Then the month. So this is September. So we can type 9. Then separate it with comma. Then day. Now today on 23rd I am recording it, so I'll put today's date only, 23. Close the bracket, press enter. Now this will, why this comes? Because means it will require more space in the cell. So what I will do, I will increase the cell size by dragging it the entire column. See the date it's displaying, right? Now whatever date if you want to change, if you want to make it 24th, then you can do it. It will be changed accordingly. Now it is as per your choice. I am keeping it on the day of my record. Similarly, the time, that is it will record, it will provide you the time you want to display, right? So for that, let's start equal to time. The function is time. First bracket open, then you can see below the syntax it's showing with the arguments of the inputs that time function will take. First is the hour. So let's check. Now it's approximately 16:42, means it's, I'm giving it this time 16 means it's 4 p.m. Separated with 2 and seconds I'm giving 3. Close the bracket, press enter. Means it's 4:42 p.m. If I want to change it, then again I'll do what I'll do. I'll simply make it, if I want at AM, then I'll simply type 4. Means it takes the 24 hours format automatically. If you type 13, means 1 p.m. Okay, I have typed 4:42, so it's 4:42 a.m. Now this is what the requirement for your assignment. Now for your knowledge, if you want to display the current date, the system, its current date and time together, for that you can use now. Now function. Press enter. It will show you the current date and time together, the system's date. So for that what we have done, we have given the now function. No argument, nothing. The current date and time when you want to display, we use now function. This is for your additional knowledge, not required for your assignment. As for your assignment, you are going to solve only the date and time. So this is what is question number 1. Next, we are moving to question number 2. What it is saying? From the following information, calculate the total amount of rent paid. So we have to calculate the total amount of rent paid from this table. So it's a long table, so it is cumbersome to put up and mark the rents 1 2,500, and again where is the rent? Yes, here one again 4,000, then next rent 6,000. This way, if the numerous values we have to count, then it's not possible for us to do it like that. So our target is to find out the total amount of rent paid during this dates, or I think it's given up to 4 months. During this 4-month period, how much the total rents have been paid. So let's come back to our sheet. Now I have written the data that has been given in our question, what has been given in our question that I have taken up, right? So what I will do here, I'm not going to calculate it manually by using and searching where is rent. Here is 2,500, then the next rent 4,000, then the next rent 6,000. No, I'm not going to find it like this in manual way. I will put up a function that will calculate, that will do the calculation for me automatically. So I have written the data as per my question. Then I'll over here I'll write total rent paid. Now in this blank cell, and I'll take up a blank cell, and for finding the total rent out of this insurance, electricity, so only the function will see the rent and it will take up the value of the rent wherever it is within this cell. Okay, so for that what I'll do, I'll simply put equal to sign. Then the function for it that we are going to use over here is sum if, means sum with some conditions, means addition with some condition. Now I've opened the first bracket. Now see, it's showing me the syntax. First is the range. Now what is this range? Now the range is that column or that row, whatever it may be, from where it will choose the condition. Here what we have to find the only the rent from the duplicate entries over here. Means rents have been repeated, not duplicate, the repetitive entries are there. From there only the rent it will choose. So we have to select the range. How we will select? We will click on this left mouse button and we will drag to collect the entire data range up to this insurance. So I've given the range. Then the syntax is saying put a comma. Then criteria means what? What is the criteria based on which it will sum or add up? It is the rent. This rent text, when it will find, it will take up those figures. So for that, for writing any string, we will have to use it in double quotes. So exactly what we have given that we have to put it in double quotes. So this is rent is our criteria based on which it will, from this range, it will find out the rent as its criteria, then it will go for the amount for summing them. Then separated with comma. Then the sum range. What is the sum range? Means from this the amount figures, only the rent figures it will sum up. So let's sum it up. Rent. Range given, criteria range, bracket close, press enter. See, the answer is 23,500 at once we have done. Right? Now, if you want to check, you can check. Let's check by doing it manually. First rent is this, plus again next rent is this, plus next rent is this, plus next here, yes, here it is, this. See, the same answer is the 23,500, but it is small. This data is small, so we can do it like that. But when it will be in large number, then it wouldn't be possible to find them up manually one by one and go for the adding, right? So this is how we have done. We have used the sum if function for solving question number 2, right? Next, let's move to our question number 3. What it is saying? Find the square root of the number 25,921. We have to find the square root. Now, what is square root? If I try to make the square root of 4, obviously it will come 2. If I want to make the square root of 25, the answer is 5. Right? These things are easier for us. Now, if this figure, or this 25,921, the square root of it, if we have to calculate, now without calculator is not possible. So here the Excel also provides the same facility. You can do it from here also. So I have written it square root of 25921. For that, what I will do, I will take up a blank cell, put equal to sign, and write the function square SQRT, square root. Function for square root is SQRT. And as argument, it requires what? It requires the number. The number is 25921. Close the bracket, press enter. So 161 into 161 comes 25,921. So this is the one way I have shown you. Another way you can do it also. You can simply write, not here, simply write the number 25921, and in the next cell or any other blank cell you can take up, you can put up equal to SQRT, bracket open, click on the value or on the cell you have written the number, then close the bracket, press enter. The answer will be same. Both the ways are correct. You can do any one of your choice. You can write the function. The function has to be written in the correct form. SQRT is the function for calculating the square root. You can directly write the number between the brackets, press enter, the answer will come, or in a blank cell you simply type the number and take up another blank cell and go for the cell value. You write the function, click on the cell on which you have written the number, close the bracket, press enter, your answer will be before you. You can do any one of your choice, right? So there are ways out. So we have solved question number 3. Let's come to question number 4. What it's saying? The share prices of X Limited recorded as on different dates are in rupees 40, 50, 60, 30, 20, 50, 20, 90, 50 and 40 and 60. Okay, what we have to do, we have to calculate the standard deviation of the share prices of X Limited. Again, that standard deviation we used to calculate using our calculators and processes. Okay, square root of X minus mean of x divided by total number of items. No, you don't have to do it over here. The Excel function will do it for you. So what you have to do, you have to write the figures only, and the standard deviation we have to calculate. So I've written the figures, share prices of X limited in rupees. So then take up a blank cell, put equal to sign. Then for standard deviation STDV, standard STDV, DEV. So what it wants? So the function for standard deviation, you have to note STDEV, standard deviation. ST for standard, DEV for deviation. So the argument it takes is number 1, number 2, and continuous numbers. So what I will do, I will select this numbers, the range, the numbers I have given. I'll close the bracket, press enter. The answer is before me, right? So this is the one way we can do. Another way we can do is also that I can put up the arguments directly from here without writing these figures like this. So this is one of the way out, that you first write out the inputs, these numbers, then you go for it by selecting the ranges. Other way you can do it, equal to STD DEV, bracket open. Now you can put up the numbers by separating them with commas. 40, 50, 60, then 30, then 50, then 20, then 90, then 50, 40, and 60. Then close the bracket, press enter. The answer is C. See? So any one of the way outs you can opt for. This is as per your choice. You can go for like this, or else you can go for like this. Okay. So this is what is about question number 4. So let's come to question number 5. What is it saying? We are solving statistics over here. So compute correlation coefficient from the following data: X with certain variables, Y with certain variables have been given to us. So now we have to find the correlation coefficient of this. So let's begin. So here also I have written the figures here, right? So what we have to do, again, take up a blank cell. After writing this, take up a blank cell, write the function equal to correl, CORREL, correlation. Open the bracket. Now what it wants? It wants array as its argument or input. Array 1 is this variables, X variables. X is the first array. The data, the variables under X will be the array 1. So whatever data we have written under this will be our array 1. Right? Then separate it with comma for the next array, that is Y. It is variables of Y, that is array 2. Just simply click the left mouse button and drag your data. So we have taken array 1 and array 2, then close the bracket, press enter. Completed the correlation coefficient, it's 0.89, or we can write over here correlation coefficient. Right? So this is what the answer for correlation coefficient. Now I have written the data in this in 2 rows, in rows 55 and 56. You can also take it as column, that is X in this column, the variables in this column, and Y in another column. variables. The same concept, only the arrays you have to select from the array 2 from the next column. So same thing, if even if it's nothing to confuse, don't get confused. That is, the data has been filled up in the form of rows or in the columns. The concept is same. You have to select the arrays. So it's towards positive correlation, right? So this is what about question number 5. Next, last question number 6. What it is saying, join to text in any cell and also change the case of this text using appropriate functions. So here it is up to you what text you want to join. So first let us write two text that we can join. So two text will write in two separate cells. Let's write look in one cell, and in another cell let's write look, and another cell up. So what I have to do, I have to join these two text, right? So for that, what I will do, I'll simply click on equal to, then I will go for a function concatenate, CON, so it's here concatenate. So what it wants, it requires two text to be given into it, right? While this help function pulled up. Now the two text we have to give. What are those? First is the look. Separate it with comma. Go for the next text. Close the bracket. Press enter. It will be picked up. Right. Now what I want this to be in uppercase. This is in lower case. So our question is also wanting that also change the case of the text using appropriate function. So what I did, I have joined these two text using concatenate function. This is what the function is. Also the other way around, you can write simply the look over here and up over here in place of the cell. These are up to you. So next what we have to do, we have to change it. Now the case of this, I want this lookup to be in uppercase. For that, what I have to do, I'll take up a blank cell, equal to sign, I'll write upper, first bracket open, I'll go for the text that is lookup, bracket close, see, change into lookup, into uppercase. So this is what the question number 6 is wanting. Now this is up to you what text you want to join. You can take up this look and up, or any other text as per your choice you can do. So other way, one example, another example I can show you, that is concatenate. For example, let's write I and same way we can do without typing the text in separate cells. Here also I can give, I'll type info, separate it with comma, then I'll type nation. So in total it will come as information, right? Oh, the cell is corrupted. So let's type info, and in this let's type nation. So I'll take up the concatenate, go for it, then see, two text will be joined. Now if I want to change the case, then also what I will do, no, that this we have done using the upper, right? Now here it is information is already in upper, so I want it in the lower case, so I'll give lower, bracket open, go for the text cell, bracket close, enter. It will be changed. So this is up to you whether you want to take up in uppercase or lowercase. These things are up to you, and the text are also as per your choice, as for question number 6 only. So this is what was about our assignment number 6. Very easy. We have seen some mathematical functions, we have seen some statistical functions, we have seen date and time function, and also some text functions in this assignment number 6. So here I'm concluding here. Thank you.